YouTube intro?
Hi, I'm Ilgalasneska. Yeah, what's up, we're reacting to...
YouTubers who ruin their image with one single video.
YouTubers did irreversible damage to their channel with one single video. And we're going to begin by talking about J Station, whose entire career came to an end as a result of an
Who's he?
He was some weird dude. He made shit for kids when they weren't.
This is Ground Zero.
Basically, he faked a lot of shit on YouTube to attract a younger audience.
Upload titled "My Girlfriend Alexia Died, Rest in Paradise."
Last night we lost Alexia around 11 p.m.
Oh god, I know who this guy is.
Anybody who has a frontal lobe can tell this is fake.
I got a call from her parents telling me what happened.
J Station stated that his girlfriend Alexia had gotten into a car crash and as a result had tragically passed away.
I'm gonna say he used eye drops in his eyes.
Yeah.
Also, why does he have a sarcophagus over here?
J Station would also go and visit his girlfriend's memorial on the side of the road.
This is actually the same road that she passed away on, guys. I'm getting so emotional just being on this road.
Where J Station...
I'm sorry? The way he talks, he sounds like he's constantly 24/7 on acting mode.
Well, yeah, this person's fake. There's nothing real here. It's all fake.
I swear, yeah, AI is more alive than him.
Seemed so emotional that he could barely get out of the car to look.
Hey man, everything's gonna be okay. Let's just go say the final goodbye for her. Everything's gonna
God,
be
it
okay.
sounds so fucking fake!
However, his extremely emotional state here ran contrary to a video that he'd post 3 days later, titled "Dead Girlfriend Ouija Board Challenge at 3 a.m. Gone Wrong," in which he couldn't stop smiling.
We're doing the Ouija board challenge on my dead girlfriend. Let's smash the
YouTube has broken some people's brains, I swear.
Slow clap. That was the most stupidest line of words I've ever heard uttered from someone's mouth so energetically.
button right now, guys. 1 like equals 1 prayer for Alexia, guys. Rest in peace.
J Station's complete lack of emotion in this new video led fellow Canadian YouTuber Some Ordinary Gamers to call the Canadian police and see if any Alexia Morano had recently passed away.
No, I don't have anything by that name on the system.
Nobody by that name specifically has suffered any form of death, right?
No, I have an Alexia, but there's no death in that.
As mentioned by the police officer, nobody by the...
Wait, you can call police to ask about people being dead?
You can verify their death. You can't get any details, but you can verify if someone passed away.
By calling the police?
If it's like a car crash or something like that, that's a public record thing.
Huh. I would think you'd get in trouble.
The name of Alexia had died, and after other channels such as Penguin Zero covered the story, Alexia came forward to confirm that she was still alive.
I'm sure a lot of you are...
Oh god, what's wrong with your lips?
Someone's been sucking on cup. But yeah, he's like, no, I'm alive. He just thinks I'm dead because I broke up with his dumbass.
really confused.
She's dead to
what's
him.
Going on right now,
We're all brain dead, so.
and Jay and the videos that he posted.
Alexia would go on to explain that she had nothing to do with the J Station videos.
I was not a part of any of them. It was just Jay, and I didn't even know what he was gonna say in those videos before he posted them.
And as a result, the two had broken up.
I felt like he was just constantly being mean to me for some reason. The times that he was mean to me, it's just like he was so mean.
However, J Station then
So mean to me, so mean to me, so mean to me.
Ugh.
I don't doubt that they probably had a really bad relationship, but yeah.
clapped back by showing Alexia helping out with the videos before trying to expose Alexia as being the crazy one out of the pair.
You are honest to God crazy.
I've been a good person to you, Alexia.
You're a trash human being. Look online. Everybody hates you, Jay.
This one original video didn't only lead to the collapse of their relationship, but it would...
I like that he was using his breakup to try to boost his fame more.
They have content brain 24/7. There's no
off switch.
Yeah.
would also eventually result in J-Station's entire channel being deleted. Therefore, J-Station probably should have gotten some advice from Sam Pepper, who had already ruined his image by posting an idiotic fake video.
Oh, is this the one where the guy pretended to kill his friend in front of him?
I think it was a pretend kidnapping, and yeah. I've heard
It
of
went
this
by the
one.
now
Never heard of
infamous
the
title
guy.
Killing Best Friend Prank, and it began with Sam stating this.
Let's see how he reacts to his best friend of 5 years being killed in front of him.
The premise of the prank was—
God, did you see his face? How evil he looked when he said that?
Yeah.
that two friends get taken to a rooftop somewhere where one of the friends who was in on the prank is shot with a fake gun to see how the other friend will react. Even though they eventually reveal that the whole thing was one giant prank, the absolute magnitude of the stunt helped it to go viral, racking up over 9 million views in a little over 3 weeks. But while the extremity of the video helped it to go viral, the prank also began to receive an unbelievable amount of backlash. It was obvious that Sam didn't care about the controversy in the beginning, as he'd respond to the drama by promising to delete his YouTube channel if he was donated $1.5 million on GoFundMe.
Your goal's pretty steep here, $1.5 million.
I just thought if everyone hates my channel so much, they gotta put that money where their mouth is, you know?
Yeah, no. I wouldn't give a damn. You keep your channel. I'm just not watching it, right?
Ugh.
Yet this only seemed to add more fuel to the fire, as he was still getting heavy backlash over 3 months later, at which point it became all too much to handle. Sam Pepper would not only delete the original prank, but he'd rather unlist every single video from his entire channel, leaving only one fresh new upload titled I'm Sorry, in which he'd come forward and explain that the video was fake.
No wonder people hate me, like, I've been an idiot, like, I've been stupid. You know exactly what I'm gonna say now, of course, it was fake.
However, the damage had already been done, and while Sam Pepper has since had some success on TikTok, his channel never really recovered after posting the best friend prank. Brooke Hout's channel never recovered either, as after she'd accidentally uploaded a video of her mistreating her dog, her reputation was destroyed.
Okay, I think I've heard of this incident too, but again, I have no idea who the person is. Also, I could have sworn it was a cat, unless there was more than one.
Oh, you're thinking of someone else.
Okay.
Permanently. In the lead up to posting the
What'd you do to
video,
a
Brooke
poor
Houtz had
doggy?
gained 327,000 subscribers, which, as you can see from the videos on her channel, had been aided by her pet Doberman named Sphinx. Brooke always put up the facade that she loved her dog more than anything else.
How the fuck did you abuse that big dog?
I think we're about to find out.
I don't
the
think
Dobermans are also... They're like those weird dogs that can be super sweet or super violent.
I hope it bitter.
Obviously, me and my dog are really close. We're besties. We hang out 24/7. More like 25/8. Am I right?
However, less than a month after stating this, on the 6th of August 2019, Brooke would accidentally upload a full uncut clip of her pranking the dog while treating it like absolute garbage. As the video began to spread throughout social media, almost every single news outlet wrote an article on the story, prompting a Change.org petition titled Ban Brooke Houtz from YouTube, which received over 67,000 signatures. Peter would also take to Twitter in a post hoping that she was—
Yeah, but it's
Dogs
PETA.
deserve respect. If you can't treat dogs with kindness and instead hit them, don't get one. They're from PETA.
Yeah, it's from PETA, who's also killed animals, so...
banned from the platform, yet incredibly her channel remained active, helping her to post a bizarre apology video about a month after the original incident.
First,
What I don't get is why you're trying to prank a animal that probably doesn't understand what the fuck you're doing in the first place. Stop dying over there.
Remember we used to have that weird zombie mask thing when we got Mushi?
Oh yeah.
And he would growl at it.
No, he wouldn't growl, he ran. He was scared of it, remember?
He used to chase him around. It was funny. That's when he was a puppy, though.
I think he probably, I bet you if we dug that zombie head decoration out and showed it to Mushi, he'd probably still be scared of it.
No, the cow midden.
The cow of admit.
You go, meh, and he runs away.
I want to start this video by saying thank you. I just want to genuinely say thank you.
Although this video did nothing to fix her image, as after taking a 7-month break from the platform, she'd return with an upload titled Where I've Been, which received an impressively terrible 98% dislike ratio, solidifying just how much damage this one video had done. However, at least Brooke was never arrested for the controversy, as when Count Dankula posted a
Wait, what?
Oh, I think I know what this is. It's when his dog do the Hitler salute.
When was this?
Minute
No,
23.
I'm talking here.
What?
When did this happen?
Years ago.
His stuff's still fine though. Also, I never knew he had gauges. Ugh. I thought it was
3-second clip
Jacksepticeye
of
for
his
a
dog,
second.
he'd end up appearing in court. The video was uploaded in
What?
April 2016, and the premise was as follows.
Girlfriend is always ranting and raving about how cute and adorable her wee dog is, so I thought I would turn him into the least cute thing that I could think of.
In order to achieve this, Count Dankula taught his dog to perform a very controversial salute, with the video racking up 2 million views in the weeks after it was uploaded. Initially, the video was seen as a bit of comedic fun. However, on the 18th of February 2017, approximately 10 months later, Count Dankula would post a picture to Twitter confirming that he'd been arrested and would have to appear in court for posting the
Yeah, in UK.
Oh, UK. I swear, UK, there is no freedoms there at all. That place is like, you can't do anything. That was just dumb silliness. It wasn't even a proper salute or anything like that. It was just making his dog lift his paw.
video. 5 months later, Count Dankula would take to Twitter once again, stating, "Trial starts tomorrow, no jury, only a judge. But it will be an open trial, as in members of the public can attend, and as a result, many fans showed their support at the trial." However, this didn't seem to have any impact on the decision made by the judge, who ruled Count Dankula guilty and ordered him to pay a $1,000 fine.
For what?
Welcome to the UK.
That is the most stupidest thing I've ever heard of.
Again, there's a reason why we threw the T in the harbor years ago. If we hadn't done that, this would have been our world.
Slowly getting that way, though, with how crazy some of these liberals are.
The judge stated, "As a matter of law, the test is not whether the video was offensive, but whether it was grossly offensive. I concluded that your video was not just offensive, but grossly so."
So, your dog raising his paw is grossly offensive? What the fuck?
Cow farts.
As well as menacing. Count Dankula was able to overcome this
my
hiccup.
god! The little pug is so menacing as he raises his paw barely up. Wow.
Welcome to the UK.
And still maintains his popularity on YouTube up until this day. However, the same can't be said for the Try Guys member Ned Fulmer, whose entire career came to a crashing end after a single video was posted of Ned cheating on his wife. The girl
Oh, yeah, I've heard of this. And then he got exiled from the gay guy.
He had sex with women? Ew, get out.
in the video was fellow BuzzFeed employee Alex Herring, who had been in BuzzFeed videos with Ned before, and after the original screenshot of the two kissing went viral, a bunch of other evidence surfaced to confirm that Ned and Alex had been seeing each other behind the scenes. The event was so scandalous not only because Ned, his wife, and Alex were all public figures, but because Ned's main shtick within the videos was that he loved his wife so much, and was therefore
they're all bi, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Extremely dedicated to the marriage. Ned was literally known as the wife guy and would constantly talk about his wife and how much he loved her, to the point where people have made compilations on YouTube of him mentioning her. As a result of the scandal, Ned was fired from his high status position as one of the Try Guys, which was followed by the group posting their own video to explain the decision.
They replaced him with an...
Oh, he was in there to begin with.
Alright. I don't
Fulmer is
him.
no longer working with the Try Guys.
We found that Ned had engaged in conduct unbecoming of our team, and we knew that we could not move forward with him.
He's now been fired and has publicly embarrassed his wife and 2 children. Turns out
kids. He had enough testosterone to make kids.
Oh gosh.
Mr. Nice Guy Dependable isn't so nice and dependable after all. Ned Fulmer had months to stop his eventual collapse. However, PewDiePie wasn't quite so
I'm curious. What is PewDiePie's subs now? I don't know.
It's at 110 million or some shit. It's up there.
It's still up there?
Yeah.
Oh wait.
As after making a single...
My brain's retarded.
What?
I was thinking of a completely different person. I was thinking of Jacksepticeye.
Oh.
joke in a single video, he'd accidentally changed the social media landscape forever.
two
The video
for
was
whatever
titled
reason.
"I've Discovered the Greatest Thing Online," and it was posted on the 11th of January 2017. The premise was that PewDiePie was testing out the website Fiverr.
There's a website called
Okay.
Fiverr.
I think I know this one.
It's been...
Hello? This is doghyper.com. Oh, thanks. Yeah, they've been trying to kill Pooey for a while. Well, they can't kill him anymore. He's free.
He cashed out and
He's retired more than
cashed out and started a family in Japan. That dude's he's living his best life.
He's doing the good stuff. His smarts. Okay, but yeah, I think I remember
I
this.
know this video. I think I've actually seen it.
He had someone kill the Jews or something.
Yeah, on a banner.
And he actually
You
did it.
basically can ask anyone for anything for $5.
And therefore, as you might suspect, the video wasn't all that controversial in the beginning. He'd order a subscribe message from Jesus, pay to have his pictures photoshopped, and even had someone sing to him in Hebrew. However, it would be after PewDiePie ordered from the guys dancing in the jungle that things became controversial. As a part of the Fiverr deal, PewDiePie was given the opportunity to write a 5-word message, which the guys would hold up on a sign in the video. Well, PewDiePie decided to have a bit of fun with it and wrote an anti-Semitic phrase just to see if they'd do it. And as you can tell from PewDiePie's reaction, they most certainly did.
I would have just cut this out of the video and not mentioned it.
Was this live at all or
No.
Okay, so he just posted it like that.
And to be fair, these guys probably didn't know because they didn't know. They probably don't.
Well, yeah, like I said, there's different cultures and junk like that they don't understand.
Leading PewDiePie to state this:
I didn't think they would actually do it. I feel partially responsible, but I didn't think they would actually do it. Like, I'm not anti-Semitic or whatever it's called.
Or he could have blurred it, maybe. I guess also he probably didn't think it was that big a deal, even though he was acting shocked about it. And I mean, it has that shock value, right? You're thinking in terms of a creator. It's like, hey, let's go get more eyes on my stuff, even though it was negatively something or othered.
Okay, so don't get the wrong idea. It was a funny meme, and I didn't think it would work. Okay.
Which was followed by the video being uploaded.
To be fair, doesn't South Park, Carmen goes kill the Jews and stuff all the time. Hell, there was that one South Park episode where he was pretending to be Hitler, and he tricked the mob saying,
God.
Come on, shit's funny. It's
as
dark,
usual.
but it's funny.
However, the response that the video generated certainly wasn't usual, as only 3 days later, articles began to pop up explaining that PewDiePie had been dropped by his Disney-owned multi-channel network. Upon seeing Disney drop PewDiePie, other advertisers such as Johnson & Johnson, the UK government, Coca-Cola and Dr. Pepper removed all advertising from the platform, fearing that they might be put beside some unsavory content.
To be fair, I don't think it was just PewDiePie. There was also terrorist videos. Which is ironic, because Hassan's been on Twitch, and Twitch has been losing ads the last, few months.
Because, Twitch is supporting...
Hamas, not Hamas, Hassan.
Hassan, yeah, you're getting the words mixed up.
It's the same thing, might as well be.
In order to get these advertisers to return, YouTube introduced the demonetization of non-family friendly content, leading some creators to instantly lose more than half of their revenue.
With us,
You know what I just realized? I
What?
feel like a lot of shit we say is gonna get us,
Honestly, half the time, I'm surprised it doesn't.
YouTube money was
They're not
cut
big enough
by
yet. They're
more
not paying
than
attention to us enough.
60%.
PewDiePie has since made a pretty good argument for why the adpocalypse wasn't really his fault. However, there was definitely no argument that Ryan Taylor could make after he'd post a completely unhinged video.
His teeth looks weird in that picture. He looks all like grr.
It looks like a meat can video.
It does.
Titled Nerf War in Toys R Us. The video began with the explanation that Toys R Us was closing down permanently, and therefore it would serve as the perfect place to have a Nerf war before they officially closed. However, for the exact same reason, the staff members seemed completely unconcerned about keeping their jobs and began to tackle the boys instantly.
In my opinion, I just call the cops. I ain't gonna be working here in 2 months.
Exactly. Why would you waste your time trying to stop these goons and just Yeah, just call the cops. I wouldn't care. Break his gun.
After this exchange occurred, the conflict escalated further.
You have no authority, bro, so I'll slam you back. Don't try and touch me, bro, and even you. Idiot. Bro, that's not gonna end good, I'm telling you right now.
Dude, I know he doesn't care about keeping his job, but shouldn't he be a little more concerned about him getting jail time for assault, essentially?
Which eventually resulted in them being kicked out and wrecking half of the store in the process. The video most certainly received a mixed response. Some people saw it as a hilarious piece of entertainment, while others saw Ryan as nothing more than an idiot, messing with low-wage workers who were already about to lose their jobs.
Yeah, that one employee was just like, nah, I'm about to lose my job, I don't care, I'm gonna... Yeah... He just didn't want to pull it.
But while Ryan Taylor had some support for the controversial video, the same couldn't be said for Logan Paul, who quite
everyone knows this one.
Possibly holds the gold trophy for the most damage done to a reputation as the result of one single video. Japan Forest Vlog. 3 words that transport everybody back to the 31st of December 2007.
If it wasn't for Logan Paul going to Japan, I don't think Johnny Somali being... Johnny Somali can blame Logan Paul for all his problems.
You think so?
When Logan decided that he wanted to have an unconventional New Year's Eve.
2 years ago, I fell in love with the idea of, for New Year's, slowing it down, like going somewhere that's really isolated. So we're in Tokyo, Japan, right? I figured this was the perfect time to do it because if you look to my right, Logan, I give you the Aokigahara.
After deciding to camp in the forest, Logan and his crew found someone who had recently passed away, and while Logan was extremely serious in the beginning, it wouldn't be long before he began to make jokes. At this point in time, Logan was one of YouTube's most hated creators, so when he uploaded the video, it created the perfect storm for the entire world to pile on with.
Yep, you think Logan Paul was the first
yes.
Johnny Somali fucking with
the first
Japan.
famous one, probably.
I wonder if there was other people that did shit like this too that recorded before this incident. Or is he the very first nuisance streamer in Japan?
Criticism. The pressure put on Logan prompted the now iconic So Sorry apology.
I made a severe and continuous lapse in my judgment.
And while this video received over 60 million views, making it quite possibly the most well-known mistake in YouTube history, Logan was eventually able to repair his reputation using some very unique strategies.
Hi, y'all. I see Dread.
Alright.
Wow, that abruptly ended.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for joining us for that video. Bye.